Yeah, well, we've seen the good side of Dragon Ball Z, right? You know, how to get bigger, how to get stronger, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, right? We need to start thinking about the Majin era. I just want to start out where, when, when we had Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, I think Piccolo was in there, right? And I forgot that little guy's name, right? He was trying to figure out who was evil so he can control them. So he did stumble upon Vegeta, right? Because he was one of the evilest persons. In reality, what I consider that is people who are dumbed down, don't care about life, right? So the guy, whoever took control, will try to take control. But what I'm basically trying to say is, comparing this to real life, is that they dwell upon people who are not open-minded, who are weak, vulnerable, low vibration. Take control of them, tell them, hey, if you go on this contract, or if you let me control the majority of what you do, in return I'll give you power. Power in Dragon Ball Z, in Dragon Ball Z, it was just, power, strength. You get more strength like that, but in reality, that is a lot of money, fame, and all that other shit, right? But let's get back into Dragon Ball Z though. But we saw how Vegeta was starting to disagree with the little guy, right? We seen how the guy was, trying to control Vegeta. But let's replace the part where Vegeta, with his pride and stuff, then let him control him, right? Now let's compare that with real life. You see how when you're in a contract and you're trying to get out the contract, there's shit that could happen. You could become very poor, or they could hurt you, they could harm you, or they could execute you, right? Let's just say for example, you just get hurt, you get injured. Now what the hell are you gonna do now? Just start making good music. Instead of making these bad music that psychologically manipulate kids' mind and adults' mind, you can start to make some good shit because you still alive, you got out the contract. It's time to do some positive shit with your life. You know what I mean? I know I'm getting a little bit off balance, but I'm gonna get back into Dragon Ball, comparing it to reality. Like, yo, you could change your whole life around, and you could change that kid's whole life around. Okay, now let's get back into Dragon Ball Z though. The contract, right? Let's go back. Let's compare it to somebody who's dumbed down to reality. So during the contract, during Majin Buu's power, right? Um, with no, what am I saying? You know how Majin Buu was in the spell, right? Majin Buu didn't even know what he was doing. He thought what was bad was good. No, it was fun to him, right? Until Goku stumbled upon. Okay, now let's compare Goku to a spiritual woke person. Now let's compare Majin Buu to somebody, like I said, dumbed down, who doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So that spiritual person, that woke person, comes along, say, hey, to the dumbed down person, you know what you're doing is bad. You're messing up the person's mind. I know I just said this recently, but like, you need to stop this. No, no, he didn't say that. Goodness gracious. What Goku said to Majin Buu is, are you always gonna take everything that he told you? Yeah. Are you always gonna have this master or some shit like that control everything you do? Pretty much that's what you said. Then something in Majin Buu, his inner self, snapped, executed the guy who was controlling him. I'm not saying in real life you should do the same shit, because if you do, oh man. But what I'm basically saying is that somebody who's woke can always wake up somebody who's not woke. You could teach them. But what we saw in Goku was basically we he was able Goku was able to open up Majin Buu's mind, but he was still roaming freely. He was still continuously doing what he was doing before because it's printed in his mind. He thought it was fun. Then Satan came along. Goodness, of all people, Satan came along, teach them what was bad, what was good. Yo, this story's getting on. I don't even know where the story's going, but like, he teach them what was bad, what's good. Then eventually his ego came along. We're talking about his ego versus his new self, his spiritual side, right? Where it started battling, like start trying to get back control to his good old days, no, his bad old days. But you know, that shit gets really deep. I would have to actually think about this to make a video about it. But anyways, I'm just gonna go on and basically say that after somebody, you know, gets out of the contract, it's not gonna be easy for them to understand what was really going on. It takes steps by step. It's gonna be painful, but you eventually get it. Then you just become a good person. You know, like I said before, you start making good videos and helping people. So I hope this video made sense. I try to make it make sense, but it ended up just becoming so damn complicated. It's like going from plus to algebra, then we go all the way into science, math. Yeah, that shit just went everywhere. But anyways, we're like Goku, the Spirit Bomb, throwing at the haters' face, out to the major's face, road to 2K subscribers. As always, I love everybody. Alright, peace.